Okay.
So what I want to do, I'm going to email you a link that you can click on.
Okay.
And as soon as you're done with that upload, click on that link, and it's going to get you in touch with another senior advisor. Instead of having to go through our whole phone system, it'll get you connected right away.
Why can't I
Um,
have you as my senior advisor?
so if you're not able to, like, if you need to upload this, and it's going to be time consuming to upload this file, this is one of the main steps we need to do in order to proceed.
To,
So it is something that we need to do after that is uploaded.
all right.
Um,
All right. Can we then move on to the other things that I needed to show you?
uh,
Or
Yeah,
you're
so I can take a look at that stuff as well. But like I said, this is a main step to see if the issue is occurring with software that's running in the background,
mhm.
and this is going to allow us to isolate a lot of different things.
So you have to have the restart and the safe mode.
Yeah, so safe mode is going to help us identify like if something is happening in safe mode.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's going to tell us if it's something that's built in or something that's starting up when you turn your computer on normally.
Well, yeah, I was hoping I got everything organized here. I was hoping that I can just tell you what's happening and then whatever else is left over. I mean, we can always do it later. I hate jumping from senior advisor to senior advisor.
I see. Yeah. So, and like I said, we can spend the time and I can document all the things that you're showing. But I think the best way to do it is to tackle it, one question at a time.
Okay. Listen,
Um, but
I will listen to you and I will do the one step at a time, but there's something that's very concerning to me and I want to get your opinion on it. It's not about changing
sure,
anything on the computer. I just want to know if it's normal or expected behavior, okay?
of course, yeah.
All right. So, when I set up the computer, when I set up the computer and I run diagnostic, it had IPv4 and multicast and IPv6 multicast group membership. It had all of this. And then
Oh,
it,
and I apologize if you're showing me something. I'm not on the screen share right now.
oh, you're
Uh,
not. But
no, it shut off the screen share. When we went to turn the computer off. So I can try again here. We just need to go back to the website.
okay, because my background is black, and usually when I'm screen sharing, the
Oh,
background is black.
okay. Yeah, I was able to join back in here. Okay. Um, so let's see. And again, what were you saying again? You
Uh,
said you had a screenshot of it.
yeah, when I set up the computer, I showed you the date that. Can you see my screen? You can, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So I set it up on June 5th, right?
Yeah.
That's the date that I set it up. And so June 5th, I ran diagnostic. I had someone with me and we recorded what was happening on the Mac. And this data was moving in and out of the computer, but we did not join a network or sync anything or plug anything in. So I want to know why data is always moving in and out of my computer. This is diagnostic when I just set it up.
Yeah. So I can definitely tell you, uh, the all the information you're looking at here
Mm-hmm.
is definitely above, what we're able to understand as technical advisors.
Oh, okay.
Um, so, what I can tell you is that if your computer's connected to the internet, an Apple computer, there's all sorts of stuff that it's is reaching out to the internet for, even built in without any software on it.
Okay.
Um,
So hang
so
on a
that
second.
is normal.
No, no, it's normal if I connect to the internet. I said I did not connect to the internet right there. I did not connect to I had someone with me at the time and we made sure we didn't connect to the internet. So if I did not connect to the internet, did not sync, these are the criterias, right? Did not connect, did not
So you
sync,
said you were off of Wi-Fi completely.
did not join Wi-Fi at all.
Mm-hmm.
We recorded it. It's recorded. I have the
Right.
setup recording right here.
Mm-hmm.
And here is 11 minutes into the recording, data is moving in and out of the computer. And these are the
Uh,
screenshots I took
yeah.
of the setup.
Yeah. Let's see. So, and I'll tell you, usually when we're looking at output of logs, and we're looking at internet traffic and things like that in Activity Monitor, we're doing that as a trying to identify like an issue that is occurring. Like, so say we're identifying internet traffic because your internet's slow and engineering has instructed us to follow these logs. So I can definitely tell you that packets in and out when you actually have an internet connection, like right now, open up Activity Monitor
Okay.
and go back
No,
to
no,
that
no,
network
no, no,
section.
no, Keegan, I don't want to confuse anything. I don't want to confuse anything. I don't want to talk about now. I'm talking about at setup when or this is on the 7th when I just opened the computer. Data is moving in and out of my computer. It's constantly doing that. There's Wi-Fi as an active process when I don't have Wi-Fi. That's what
You
I'm.
can see it's sent and received is 0 bytes.
Yes.
So again, that could potentially be expected behavior. Again, looking at logs and information like that, we're using that when we're trying to identify something that's not working right. But identifying kind of something like this, that is tricky. That's kind of outside of our knowledge area.
And that's fair. And that's fair, right? And that there is my question, right? Is because I'm saying, if my screen is saying you're being observed, I'm saying also I am not connected to a network or syncing to anything, and data already moved 274 and 278 packets in and out when I just opened the computer.
So I think that to simplify, all the things that we have screenshots for, the main goal is that you're concerned that your computer is compromised.
Well,
is
no. I want to know if this is expected behavior or not, because I don't want to go into a quagmire of what I think, because I don't know shit, right? Right? So I want to know what's expected behavior and what's not expected behavior, and I've documented in a fulsome manner. So if you guys have a question, you can ask me. So this here is one of the number one questions. The being observed and this data always moving in and out when I do not sync or do not have a network connection. But you're saying that's beyond your pay grade.
So I will definitely say, my training, my methodology, as a tech support advisor, is somebody saying I can't get on the internet, or I'm getting this error message, that type of thing, and we use these tools like Activity Monitor to help isolate towards the larger issue that we're experiencing.
Sure.
So one thing that we can do to test this is if we do safe boot. The way safe boot works is it only starts up the core of what the computer needs to run. It doesn't even load full graphics drivers, so if you move a window around the screen, it'll kind of flicker a little bit. It doesn't load any third-party drivers or anything like that. If we see that there, I would say is, yeah. Of course, right now it is being observed. That is actually true.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. So being observed mean really being observed?
Not necessarily.
Really? So when would it not be true? When would that not?
It doesn't necessarily mean that there's screen sharing software or something like that. It could mean that there's software on your computer that is using changes on your screen to reflect changes in the programming.
What?
So, like I said, a display extension software. So if you have multiple displays and you're using software for that.
No. Let's not complicate it. I only have what came with the computer. I have nothing else. This what you see is all I have.
Yeah. So to answer your question, like I said, not necessarily meaning somebody is actually watching your screen. There could be other things that could get that message to come up. So the observed doesn't necessarily mean there's eyes on your screen. It could mean that there's something software-wise in place that's causing that to come up as well.
So it would be an
Um,
Apple. It would be an Apple app.
So if all you have on your computer is Apple,
There.
that's what we want to identify. Yeah.
It's right in front of you. That's what I have. Only Apple stuff.
Yeah. Right. Exactly. So safe mode is going to help us narrow this down.
Okay. So let me see if I understand you. What was your decision when it came to data moving in and out of my computer when I do not have any connection, any visible network connection? It's not visible. It is we have to go in safe mode. Is that it, or what?
So if you have no internet connection at all,
Yes.
So you're not connected to Bluetooth, you're not connected to Wi-Fi, you're not connected to Ethernet.
Right.
There's not a way for the computer to reach out to communicate to anything else.
Thank you for that.
It's possible what you're seeing there, where it's like very small numbers moving back and forth. There might always just be a low level noise in that network connection when the computer is not connected to the internet. So that could potentially be expected behavior, because what you're telling me is you're not connected to the internet in any way, and that is a very small amount compared to normally what you're seeing in Activity Monitor.
Okay, so here's the thing. Yes, it's normal amount. It's small amount.
Mm-hmm.
Security is important. It is small
yeah,
amount, but should it happen in the first place? It's either a yes or a no. Should it happen in the first place?
So that I don't have an exact answer for.
Okay. Okay, that's fair. Oh, and by the way, I shut down my computer all the time. I shut it down.
Uh-huh.
And in console, shutdown monitor shows nothing. It's never shut down. There's no log for shutting down.
Yeah, so these tools, like I said, console, activity monitor, we're using these, to pinpoint, so say for example, if we are trying to troubleshoot that message that you have always when your screen is locked, that your screen is being observed. So in those steps, we might find a thing that says, we need to check console and for this specific readout. So that's how we're going to be using those tools. In terms of the day-to-day, like what is supposed to be there. In terms of the support that we're able to offer, I don't have an answer for expected behavior. There's so many variables there. We want to use those tools in a very specific way, to be to find a resolution to a specific issue. So not necessarily like, hey, this readout in console isn't showing something that it might be able to, or something strange looks here. What I am able to do is kind of go in and like I said, like the main thing that has made you want to look at all these areas is that message that you're seeing when your screen is locked, correct?
No, that's one of the reasons. That happened by fluke. Okay. That happened by fluke.
Okay. I see.
When I set up the computer, you said Bluetooth is a connection, right? When I set up the computer, there's June 5th, right? You see that first line there? You see how it's grayed out?
Yes.
Right? And then on its own accord, it was not grayed out anymore.
Okay.
And Bluetooth was ticked off. Mm-hmm. So how do things like that happen? Look, I've compared the two.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me how something like this happens? There.
So I don't have an answer for you. These are all things that individually need to be investigated if you'd like. So we need to, again, kind of look at things one at a time. Or say, for example, if you're concerned about the security of your computer and you just recently set it up, one option is to completely set it up as new and observe it from there.
Yeah, it was completely set up as new 4 days ago. Right? And look, and so here's not this one here. Wait. There, I set it up. I set up the computer, my friend and we recorded it. And it says the date on the computer was February the 25th. And it says unable to quit because there are connected processes. This is in and system diagnostic. And then the date changed from February the 25th to June 6th to June 5th. But I didn't even join the network. How could the date be changed? I didn't change it.
So, and again, like I said, these readouts and things like that, we have steps to follow that, have us look in here. But in terms of knowledge about being able to parse what this information means, we don't have that level of training.
That's okay.
Basically, what we need to do is use those tools to identify, like a larger issue that's occurring, and looking at those tools to help narrow down. Say for example, if we're troubleshooting that your screen is being observed issue, we need to go through, and in order to try to fix that, to make that message go away, we're going to follow steps that might bring us there.
Okay.
But it's going to have specific information for us to follow.
Okay, so our next step, just because I'm thinking what you're saying, is we need to test a couple of things before we move to engineering, let's say, right?
Well, even then, for engineering,
Yeah.
it needs to be a specific issue that we've identified.
Okay.
So we have a lot of general things that are happening that we're not sure if they're expected, and I'm not able to just kind of list all these weird issues and say that we need help. I need to identify a specific issue,
Right.
And I need to go through and follow the steps to try to resolve that issue.
Right. Just before I let you go, and then what you're saying to me, so I'll conclude this part of the conversation, it is that you want me, when I'm ready, to contact Apple again so I can go in safe mode.
Yeah, and specifically, the thing that we want to tackle, and we might find answers for these other things along the way.
Okay.
But the main thing that is that screensaver saying that that your screen is being observed.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a thing that we want to follow and escalate.
Okay.
And we can add this other information that you've seen in addition to that, and it might be useful information. But like I said, if we're escalating something, if we're trying to troubleshoot something, we need to look at one thing that we're trying to fix.
That's okay.
Instead of looking at all the different areas of the computer as well.
That's all right.
And like I said, these other things that you're seeing, they could very well be helpful in identifying it. But we'll reach that road when we come to it. I think tackling it from this kind of main thing that we're seeing, especially since we have some troubleshooting steps here that we can follow through, and an escalation path if these troubleshooting steps don't bring us anywhere. I think that's the thing that we need to do. So I think I'm going to give you that link.
You're going to send me an email? Or
yeah, give me. Let me liberate this up here. And what is the email address that you use with Apple here?
It is skaith@menandfamilies.org.
Got it. Okay.
Right. Just before you go, Keegan, this usage 15 minutes. I was told different people tell me different things. Sometimes it's so difficult to deal with Apple employees. So I was told just this morning that this number and this number should add up to this number. What do you think?
And actually, that I don't have an accurate answer as well.
Are you there?
Yeah. So I'm just looking at the the screen time thing. So that, again, I'm not 100% sure on that. So again, it is something that, you know, we want to be able to kind of look at things one at a time.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, you know, that screen time thing, you know, all of this could potentially be connected, or, you know, they could be separate things that we're experiencing, but we need to kind of go through and try to figure out, you know, from a more scientific standpoint.
Okay.
So you should have that email. It should have the subject line, "We're ready to help."
Okay. 1 second. Okay, I should get it. It's in another email account. All right.
The one that you just gave me. Excellent.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, good. So I will contact Apple. So, okay. Yeah, we're good. We'll contact Apple again.
Yeah, so again, instead of having to call us, just click on the link in that email.
Yes.
And I'm going to put in kind of where we left off, a link to kind of the thing that I'm referencing. So we'll be able to follow those steps.
Good stuff. Thank you.
All right, Sita, you have a great rest of your day.
You as well, Keegan. Take care. Bye-bye.